Jungle Blockchain.
I'm really honored to be a part of this creation or this basically event also. And the Jumbo blockchain actually, it is actually the India's first blockchain. Though we are knowing about the blockchain, we are talking about the blockchain, there are so many of them blockchain. But they are all outside blockchain, or you can say foreign blockchain. This is the India's first blockchain. And why I am calling it India's first blockchain? Because it is created by Indian, for Indian, and created in India. And its usage charge, which is almost nil, will be in Indian paisa, not rupees. All other blockchain which are being used all over the world, including in India, you have to pay what is called usage charge, that is called gas in this. It is like a toll charge you pay. For all the blockchains, you have to pay either in cryptocurrency, which is actually banned in India, so you have to pay in dollars. And if not in dollars, you have to pay at least in cents. Here, you will be paying in paisa actually. It is very difficult to find paisa and count paisas, but that is what will be the cost of this. And my vision is that it should become free, and that is what we call a public good, digital public good. We are talking about digital public infrastructure, but it actually should aim to become what we call a digital public good. That means it will be available to everyone in an open access manner, transparent manner, and free. Digital public good is equivalent to, you have this air, you have water, and Modi tells about sunlight. Sunlight is free of cost. So that is the vision of our Prime Minister actually. And it is possible, the work they are doing, the way they have done it, it is possible that blockchain will become a digital public good. At least in India, India can lead actually. We are leading in so many things. In this concept also we can lead actually. As you know, blockchain actually, few of you may not be knowing, blockchain is also called Internet of Value. Like it's a internet, it's a upgradation of the internet. Like earlier we had this public internet, then came IoT, Internet of Things. Now we have Internet of Value. Internet of Value, actually it creates the value. Whatever you do with the blockchain, when you create blockchain, then also you create value. And actually I have started calling it more than Internet of Value. I call the blockchain as worldwide owned wealth. WWOW. You know about WWW web. There was web 1 when it came only read-only web. That was in 90s. Then in 2000 we got read and write. You can also write on the web. That is called web 2. Then the metaverse came. But now with the blockchain, if you add blockchain there, and as Shani was mentioning about decentralization, security, trust, so many things it can do. If you put all those things in the web, then it becomes what is called Web 3. It is also called read, write, own web. And the main thing about this own is whatever you will be writing on the web, whatever you will be creating, whatever you will be uploading. Today what happens in Web 2? Who makes use of that? Those 5 big companies, you know their name, they are called FANG, because they have spent a lot of money. They are giving you access free of cost, but they monetize it also, they own it, they control it. And that is where it is read, write only. By read, write, own, I mean that when you will write this, when you will load something, when you will create some information, so it will become your own. You will control it, you will own it, and if you want, you will monetize it. That is the promise of these blockchain if added to the web, and that will be Web 3 also. I call it a worldwide owned wealth, actually ownership is there. In fact, all these things I have also mentioned in my poem which will be circulated to you, and that is called Blockchain Chalisa. In 40 liners, I have tried to describe what blockchain is all about actually in 40 liners, and something I should quote from them. At least I will be quoting the first line and last line of my poem. The poem is called Blockchain Ek Sunehri Kadi, Gold Chain, Internet of Wealth. Its first line says, blockchain, the distributed ledger technology, that is the technical name of blockchain, magically grand solution for every problem we have at hand. Call it Kalp through the wish tree, a godsend gift to mankind for near free. That is the first line. The last line also I like to call, and in between you will get. Blockchain a Sunehri Kadi, not just 5 trillion economy, not just developed nation, or not just सोने की चिड़िया, can make Bharat सोने का हाथी in Amrit Kal. That is the last line of this, and that is the promise of blockchain. So I am really happy that I am a part of this history being made actually, because we are the superpower in IT. We are great in AI, but till today, the country cannot boast of having a single technology product which is actually made in India and patented in India. Though we have the superpower in computer, superpower in IT, superpower in AI. This is first time I'm saying, and the product I mean like Microsoft Office, that you have so many product of IT. India has not even a single one. This will be the first one actually, and that is what I call a history being made. A IT or a software product being designed, developed, made in India and patented in India. Because those are also made in India, but in Bangalore or Hyderabad, but they are patented in US actually. So that is the promise of this. And a lot of things can done, because I am also invited or wearing the hat of a forum called Blockchain for Productivity Forum. So we are promoting the positive use of this technology in the enterprises, in the government, and how it can solve the problems of the government and enterprises, and not the Bitcoin. Actually, in my point, some of you will like to know the difference between Bitcoin and blockchain. It is mentioned there. What is the difference? Actually, according to me, blockchain not spelled as Bitcoin, because spellings of both are different. So can be B all and L protocol. DLT creates so many things are written. That means they are different. Because 90% of our countrymen feel blockchain means Bitcoin. I mentioned their spelling is different, so they cannot be same. So that is the message is given. But more than that, actually, our forum actually do a lot of education, advocacy, also skilling, and also educating the government in the policy making and something. And on my personal front, actually, I'll just tell about 2 of the projects which I'm using, and I'll be using this JumboBlockchain there as a platform. Actually, in my poem it is mentioned, my vision is the country and the India should become what we call the world capital of BAS. And BAS is blockchain as a service. Like this is everything as a service, IT as a service, infrastructure, that is cloud. So blockchain, and that is what PM also mentioned. Actually, today only I was seeing his interview which was taken by Bill Gates, and Bill Gates was around here, and the PM was talking in Hindi, Bill Gates was talking in English, and nobody was making out they are talking in different language. And they were sitting next to each other. It was so impactful. And that is where Bill Gates was telling Mr. PM, I am very much impressed with your digital government actually. Though the government is not yet to become digital, of course. We all are digital, everyone is digital. But Bill Gates was complimenting PM, because if a PM is talking digital, that means the full government is digital. But that is the impression he gave. So like that, I have two projects in mind, and one is written in this book also. The project is called Gyan Vani. Gyan Vani is basically a knowledge transport network. And my vision is, and it is also written here, and that will be interesting, creation of an open access physical. I find a term physical. Normally we call it digital or physical. And we have forgotten about physical. That was analog, and now everything is digital. But no digital can work unless there is something physical. That is called backbone. That is called the physical infrastructure. So whatever we talk, whatever we do internet, we do software. It cannot work without hardware. And hardware is physical. Same way, so I have coined the term physical. Physical public good. Like blockchain is a digital public good. I want to make it that, hopefully. But physical public good will be a open access blockchain which will be available everywhere, not only in Delhi or cities. It will be available in villages also. Any village guy having a mobile phone can actually log into that blockchain, and through API, which every child knows, he can start creating wealth just by his mobile phone. That is what the physical public good will do with blockchain like that. And it will almost become free. It can become free even if it is done by the startup venture, because any startup venture, either he puts his own money or he takes some loan, or they say bootstrapping, or they take money from friends. So naturally, they have to be compensated, they have to be given. But then government can support that, CSR fund can support that. So hence it becomes free, finally, free to the user, not free to the developer. So that is what it will become. So this project actually, the aim of this project is to consolidate or pool all the connectivity infrastructure mushrooming around the country with government, private operator, cable operator. People have their own thing. Everything you put together, pull together, it is already digital. So you packetize it, you convert it into internet protocol, then you use blockchain. And there are two concepts of blockchain we are using there. One is called smart contract. We will not go into detail. Professor Akhil is a great guy who is teaching in the university. Smart contract. Smart contract can automate any contract between one to one or anybody. And it can become litigation free. It can become actually arbitration free. It will have no time overrun, and it will have no cost overrun if you use smart contract. And that is what blockchain can support, decentralization can support. And other element I am using is called DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. So this total thing will be managed, because blockchain, one thing is there in the blockchain, that it has to be decentralized. And decentralized is different than the distributed. Distributed means it is physically here and there, everywhere it is distributed. But that is not decentralized. Decentralized means there should not be a single controller. There should not be a single owner. There should not be a single manager. That is the meaning of decentralized. So that is what, and there is a concept called trust concept in blockchain. It is called DAO. And we have a lot of concepts, so we will be using DAO attribute of blockchain there, and it will become it will make the connectivity which is missing, at least in villages, and also the blockchain access where you have to pay in dollars or Bitcoin which you don't have actually. So it will become free, like sunlight what Prime Minister tells actually. And it is possible by inventions or creation like this. A lot of more work has to happen. The other thing, and after that I will stop, actually the blockchain is bringing one thing which Shai also mentioned, in addition to security, decentralization. It is bringing one thing which is missing, which no technology have, and that is called trust. Trust is one thing which no technology can give you. AI can never give you trust. Actually, AI is more deficient of trust. Everything is deficient of trust. And then how the trust comes? The trust comes either through a central agency, which we hate because it has so many disadvantages, or through a middleman, like in the bank and everything. It also has a cost, and there are some problem of that. So blockchain can bring you the trust, and that is what we have to basically make use of. Everything else can be done by other technologies. Decentralization, distribution, other technology can do. Smart contract, I mentioned, it can also be done by other digital. But trust is one thing, because blockchain is not just one technology. It's a technology of technologies. It's an ecosystem. There are so many things. It makes use of smart contract. It makes use of distributed processing. It makes use of the cryptography. It makes use of the hash actually. So many things are put together, and that is what makes blockchain. And if blockchain, more technology has to be added in Industry 4.0. If you put all that in, that is called ecosystem of blockchain. If you do that, then you can make full use of the blockchain. And the other project, other problem, because blockchain, the meaning of blockchain is that it has to solve a problem. It has to solve a problem which no other technology can solve. Otherwise, there is no use of blockchain. First, it has to solve a problem. For that matter, every technology has to solve a problem. Every invention has to solve a problem. But if it can be solved with the existing technologies, then you are not doing something great. But if you are solving a problem which no other technology can solve, then yes, blockchain. So it has to solve a problem, and that is what. So there is a problem in the country, and that is called, you can say, digital divide. You know, we have about 1 billion internet users in the country. We are 1.4 billion. 1 billion internet users. That means our internet population is about 80%. But you know, in the villages, our internet population is only 50%. That means 50% of our villagers don't have connectivity to the internet. They have voice, they have 2G, they have 3G, but no 4G, no Wi-Fi, nothing. So that is what we have created a project called DY. There is a DAFI. Actually, all of these guys, these inventors are knowing about DeFi. That is called decentralized finance. Blockchain, most of the applications are DeFi. So I have coined this term DY. DY is decentralized Wi-Fi. Decentralized Wi-Fi means wherever there is Wi-Fi, so you put that on the blockchain. Even my mobile phone, I have Wi-Fi here, I have 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi. So if I put here on the blockchain, so then whatever is my bandwidth, I bought a package, 1 gigabit per day. I'm using, let us say, half a gigabit. Half gigabit is free. Now if I am on the put on the DeFi blockchain, so my that half gigabit per today will become available in the pool. And some other user, like in this room only, suppose you don't have that VPN or what is called hotspot, and I have a hotspot. So you can use that, and then I can be paid also through token. Of course, no money, nothing, there are token, and there are a lot of things there actually. So that is another project, DY actually, where it will happen wherever you move, a Wi-Fi hotspot is moving with you. And if your neighbor has the Wi-Fi hotspot, if you don't have, still you are connected. That is the beauty of it actually. If sitting here, if 5 of you have hotspot, then everyone can use that. If everything will be DeFi, the decentralized Wi-Fi. And these are the 2 projects which our forum is advocating, and we are working on that. But then there are so many applications, I will not even talk about that. They will be doing demonstration, they will be doing demonstration on the supply chain, this counterfeiting. There are so many things of blockchain. Actually, whatever conventional technology cannot do, blockchain is there. Because I remember another line of my poem actually, which I have to read actually. It says, came shouting, I have the solution, show me the problem. That is the blockchain. It came, I have the solution. Like Shah Rukh Khan, एक बार लेके वो घूमते थे तख्ती लेके, I can repair anything. The blockchain is exactly like that. It has, I have the solution, show me the problem. Like bin ताले की चाबी, key in the search of the lock in movie Victoria 203. There was a movie when we were student, Victoria 203. विक्टोरिया 203 में क्या हुआ था कि एक चाबी कहीं रखी हुई थी विक्टोरिया में, तो वहाँ पे 2 हीरो थे, प्रेमनाथ साहब थे और प्राण जी थे। तो उन्होंने कहा साहब ये चाबी किसी ने इतनी छुपा के रखी है, तो इसका जो ताला होगा वो बहुत ही कोई खजाना होगा, क्योंकि चाबी को इतना। तो उन्होंने वो चाबी ले ली, फिर पूरी बॉम्बे में, वो विक्टोरिया में चाबी मिली थी, पूरी बॉम्बे में घूमते रहे उस ताले को ढूंढते, बट फिल्म के एंड में वो ताला मिल गया एंड दे वर फ्री। सो ब्लॉकचेन भी ऐसे ही है कि ये बिन ताले की चाबी है, आप कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आइए इसे ये सॉल्व करते हैं। आई थिंक विद दैट आई हैव टू स्टॉप, बिकॉज नहीं तो मैं बोलता ही रहूंगा।
Join us on Jumbo Blockchain.